let's talk about your morning. Are you ready to completely transform it? In this explainer, we're going to dig into the science of building a breakfast that doesn't just fill you up for an hour, but actually fuels you with steady, focused energy all day long. Let's crack the code.
You know the feeling, right? We've all been there. You eat a decent breakfast, you feel good, and then by 10 a.m., bam, the energy crash hits. All of a sudden you've got brain fog, you can't focus, and you are starving. So why does this keep happening? Well, the culprit is almost always the same thing: what you're putting on your plate.
And this really shows the two different paths you can take. Over on the left, that's the energy roller coaster. A breakfast heavy on simple carbs sends your energy through the roof, only for it to crash and burn before you've even finished your morning emails. But on the right, that's where we want to be. A steady, reliable stream of fuel that keeps you sharp, focused, and feeling full. That's the goal, and I'm about to show you the formula to get there.
So how do we get off that roller coaster for good? The answer is actually a pretty simple, sustainable formula. Think of it as your secret weapon, and it's built on 3 core ideas that all work together to keep you going strong.
And here it is. We're calling it the energy trifecta. See, the real key to long-lasting energy is combining these 3 things: complex carbs for your slow-burn fuel, lean protein to keep you feeling full, and healthy fats for that deep-down satisfaction. When you get these 3 working in harmony, you basically sidestep that morning crash altogether.
Let's dive into the first one: protein. This is the absolute foundation for feeling full and satisfied. Protein is so important because it helps keep your blood sugar levels stable, and that is the key to avoiding those wild energy spikes and dips.
And when you're talking about breakfast protein, you have to start with the undisputed, affordable champion, the humble egg. It is an absolute powerhouse of high-quality protein.
So let's just look at the numbers for a second. A single large egg packs over 6 grams of protein, and it does that in only about 70 calories. That is an incredibly efficient way to build that foundation of fullness we're talking about.
And it's not just a hunch. The research really backs this up. It's not just about feeling full. It's about actively managing your body's energy system. A breakfast that's high in protein helps you control your blood sugar, which gives you that feeling of satiety, that feeling of fullness that actually lasts.
Now, of course, eggs are fantastic, but they are not your only option. Let's look at a couple of other amazing protein sources you can rotate in. Okay, check out these 2. For a creamy, gut-friendly option, low-fat Greek yogurt is a monster, delivering around 20 grams of protein in a single serving. Or, if you want to give your brain a boost, a little bit of salmon gives you about 22 grams of protein, plus all those essential omega-3s.
All right, let's move on to the second pillar of our energy trifecta: carbohydrates. And I want to be really clear here, this is not about cutting carbs. Not at all. It's about choosing the right kind of carbs, the ones that act like a slow-burning log on a fire, not like a piece of paper that just flashes and is gone.
And when it comes to the champion of breakfast carbs, well, that would have to be oats. They are the perfect example of a slow-release, complex carbohydrate.
Let's break it down. A standard serving is loaded with those complex carbs, but look at that fiber content, almost 5 grams. That fiber is the real secret ingredient that makes oats so incredibly powerful. So what is this secret ingredient? Well, it's a special type of soluble fiber called beta-glucan. This stuff literally slows down your digestion. It prevents a big sugar rush, and it seriously increases that feeling of fullness. It's the science behind why a bowl of oatmeal can keep you going for hours. And hey, oats aren't your only play here. Think about lentils. They're a double whammy of fiber and plant-based protein. Sweet potatoes are a fantastic source of complex carbs. And don't sleep on spinach. It's an easy way to add volume, fiber, and nutrients to just about anything.
Okay, time for the final piece of our energy puzzle: healthy fats and nutrients. I like to call these the satiety superchargers. They're dense, they're satisfying, and they help create that deep feeling of fullness that keeps you from raiding the pantry before lunchtime.
So for this, think of these next 2 as your little nutritional power-ups: almonds and chia seeds. They might be small, but they are so mighty. They pack a huge punch of healthy fats, fiber, and even more protein.
It's really interesting to see how these 2 stack up. They're both fantastic, but they offer slightly different things. Almonds are your go-to for just stable, long-lasting energy. Chia seeds, on the other hand, are an absolute fiber bomb, and they're packed with those brain-boosting omega-3s we were talking about earlier. You can't go wrong either way.
Okay, we've broken down all 3 key parts of the formula. Now for the most important step. Let's put it all together into a simple, actionable blueprint that you can use every single morning.
And here's why this matters so much. When you look at the research, it shows that most of us are eating breakfasts that are way too heavy on simple carbs, with not nearly enough protein and healthy fats. This blueprint is designed to fix that exact problem.
So here it is, your simple 4-step guide. Let's build one right now. Step 1. Start with your carb base. Let's say a bowl of oats. Step 2. Add a powerful protein. We'll throw in a scoop of Greek yogurt. Step 3. Pack in some fiber with a handful of berries. And finally, Step 4. Top it with a healthy fat, like a sprinkle of almonds. Done. See? It's really that easy.
And just like that, you have it. You've got the science, you've got the ingredients, and you've got the simple plan. You are now officially equipped with the formula to build a better breakfast and finally, put an end to that morning energy crash.
So, I guess the only question left is, using everything you just learned, what powerful breakfast combination are you going to build to go out and conquer your day tomorrow?